Hi there, this is Jen, and thanks so much for stopping by today. Today I am using the super cute Hedgehog Hollows November box, and it's got lots of awesome items in it. I totally forgot to do a reveal, but you can check the box out on the Hedgehog Hollow site. And so today I'm going to go ahead and I'm just using one stamp, and it's this Let It Snow stamp that came in the box. And I'm going to make an envelope, a tag, as well as a card. And so I went ahead and I stamped up all of my images first. The card and the tag are stamped up in Versafine Black, and then the envelope is stamped up in Memento because I am going to use my Copics on the envelope and then some brush markers on the card and the tag. And so I had previously made a card I wasn't really happy with the snowman, and so I had that mask that I had cut out for actually an image on a card, and so I'm using it as a mask. And then I just took a piece of paper and cut a hill in it, and that's what I'm using to create the backdrop for this card. And I am using some distress ink in Salvaged Patina. And so this is pretty much I guess you can call this a clean and simple card. There's not many layers to it. It is just a one layer card. But I'm going to go ahead and blend out all of those clouds. So I blend it out and then move it down and then move it over, flip it over, just to give a little bit of variation in the, did I say cloud? I meant snowbanks or hills. And then I'm going to repeat the same thing on the tag. And both the tag and the card are Bristol Smooth cardstock. The tag was just a piece of leftover paper that I had. And then the card was 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I ended up cutting it down 1/8 inch on both sides. And then I'm going to use some koi brush markers, and so I'm doing a little bit of marker watercoloring, and this is super easy coloring. I am basically just doing a little bit of gray for the snowman, and then for the scarf I did blue, and I repeated that on the tag. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of that distress ink and spritz it with some water and add some splatters to both of these. And then I'm also going to go ahead and I'm going to take some Kuretake white ink, and I'm going to water that down, and I will also splatter that. But the other ink, the distress ink, is a little bit wet still, and I didn't want to mix the white with the blue, so I just took a paper towel and blotted up all of the wetness from the other splatters. And it basically just flattens it out. It still leaves the splatter, it just removes that extra water that was sitting there. And then I am going to splatter with the white and add a little bit more snow. So I'll go ahead and do that for both the tag and the card. And then I'm moving on to the envelope, and one of the coolest things in this month's box is these edgers. So they're like edge stencils. You can use them for your card, but I'm going to use this as a kind of like to frame off where I would add the address. And the one that I'm using is this kind of floral one or leafy one. There's a candy cane, and then I think a gingerbread is the other one. There are 3 included in this month's box. I'm just going to go ahead and tape it down, and I'm going to use the Salvaged Patina again. And so I'm just going to take my blending brush and work around the edges of this stencil, and it makes a really, really nice frame for framing out the address and just a little bit of decoration to the envelope. I don't decorate my envelopes a lot, but I think it just adds something, and it's so fun. I know when I get envelopes like this, I just love it, and so I'm hoping that the recipients love it too. It's just really fun to see something happy in the mail like this. Maybe it'll put a smile on whoever comes across it. My son is a mail carrier. I'd have to ask him if this kind of stuff makes him happy. I don't know. But here are the finished projects. I add a little bit of twine, rounded off the corners of the tag, and hole punched it. And then this is the envelope. Just a really cute set, just basically with one of the stamps, and so super easy to do and duplicate, and not even with just this stamp, but if you had other single stamps, just some really fun cards to create. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did like it or find it informative, please go ahead and give a thumbs up. As always, I thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to spend with me, and I hope to see you next time.